I use the same technique every time. Everybody uses a little different one, but I start off with rigging my tack. The reason I do this is because if I'm on the boat and we need to change in between races, it's just a little easier for me to do. I always sit on the same side, port side, and I start with my tack. And first thing you want to do is make sure that your spinnaker sheets are inboard, and a good technique is to put them just on this rail on the outside so you know you're clear. And I go straight for my tack line, and I just chuck my spinnaker out on the deck, making sure that the foot's facing towards me, and I do just a simple bowline, leaving about a half an inch in between the tack and your bowline. That way it doesn't suck into the pole when you pull your pole out tight. Make sure that your pole gets max distance. Next step for me is I just run the foot. And the first thing I do is I find my first takedown patch. Run it through my first takedown patch, and then I just go straight up to my second one, making sure that my red tape's on one side and my blue tape's on the other. And I'll just do a bowline here as well. And then what I'll do is I'll just shove this whole spinnaker into the takedown bag, leaving the head and the clue out. My next step for me is I just go the spinnaker sheets, which I tucked away before, make sure they're clear on everything. And what I do is I try to get that strop is pretty long on this, so I'll do a couple times around. For my halyard, you always want to make sure it's clear on the shrouds when you look up. And I'll just do a simple bowline on this as well. And I'll try to get that knot as close as I possibly can to the head. And then you can have max luff tension when you pull the tack down and the halyard up. Whenever you do knots here, you want to make sure you tension them up too, because you don't want those to slip off. And then you can just take your takedown line and just pull it down a little bit so the kite's out of the way. And that's it. That's how I rig my Melges 20 kites.